right.
Okay. So I would like to share the story of how Roberto and I met. We're thinking about Valentine's Day here at El Farol, Mexican restaurant. And so many of our customers have shared how they met or meeting here or having their first date here at El Farol. So I kind of want to inspire you folks to come here and feel that spirit. So in on August 9th, 1991, a friend of mine wanted to go to this dance, and and back then I had had boyfriends before, but nothing really worked out, and so I was really negative about going, but then I decided to go ahead and go. So when I got to the dance with my friend over there, a friend, uh, a friend of mine, her name is Sandra. She came up to me and she said, "Hey, there's this guy. I would like to set you up on a blind date. He's getting depressed. He hasn't met anyone. He wants to go back to Mexico." And so she convinced me to be okay with going out on this blind date. And as soon as we got done chatting, we got out of this room, and then she goes, "Oh, look, that guy over there is the one I wanted to introduce you to." And so I went and I sat down, but then he already came up and he asked me to dance, even before he knew about the blind date that was going to be set up. And so we danced like 3 times, 3 dances straight. And then I went to go sit back down, and then I was thirsty, so I went up to the bar area where they had like sodas and stuff. And so I was pouring myself a Pepsi, and then he comes up and I say, "Do you want a Pepsi?" And then he said, "What did you say?"
No, tu teléfono.
He wanted my phone number. He wanted my phone number. And so then I was like, that's really forward. And so anyway, so I looked at my purse to find something to write with, and I didn't have anything except for a lip liner. And I didn't have any paper, so I grabbed a napkin, and then with the lip liner I wrote down my number. And all the time I'm thinking, maybe this guy is weird, and maybe I shouldn't give him the correct number. But I did give him the correct number. He thought I wrote in lip liner on purpose to be coy. But but then again I gave him my number, and then the dance, I ended up leaving the dance and stuff. And then the next day, 10:30 in the morning, he calls. And usually I'm not very good with names, but I remembered his voice and I remembered his name. And then every day since then, he would call, and then in a month we were boyfriend, girlfriend, and then another month we were engaged.
El teléfono.
Okay.
Okay.